Good morning, student. This is my second videos, and I believe that you have been able to follow with my first video, and I believe that you have been done your work which I gave last week with the 3 questions. And please, student, if you are not able to understand and not able to follow with the videos, send me a message so that I'll able to clarify you with that. Okay, so don't keep it pending. Immediately if you go to the video, if you are not able to understand and not able to do the question, let me know. Okay, let's see the recapture of last week we have been seen the location of our country as well as the size, and we have been seen that India is the seventh largest country in the world. So size wise is a quite a big country, the country where we are living. Now continue with that today we'll see that area which already we have been seen. Now distance also first and second, the north to south and east to west we have been seen. Now third, today we are going to see, let's come back here in this map. Now if you look at this map, then if you divide the India into two equal part, north and south, you see most of the northern part of India is, you see in the map, is a green color, and the southern part of India is mostly it's a blue color, right? Blue, which is indicate about the water body, right? Now according to that, if we consider that that India, the northern part of India is mostly it is a land area, the southern part of India mostly it is a coastal area. Coastal means it is surrounded with the water body. Now if we see their distance, okay, their boundary area, let's see in the map. Look at the India map carefully. If you look green color which is in the left side near the Gujarat, from there then you move to the right side, that is below, that is Mizoram, Myanmar country is there, right? So from you see that Gujarat till Mizoram, okay, Mizoram state, that whole boundary from left to right, okay, that total boundary, that distance is 15,200 kilometers. So basically this boundary is land area. Okay, once again, from Gujarat till Mizoram, Gujarat, which touches the Pakistan, our neighboring country, and in the left side Mizoram, which touches the Myanmar. So from Gujarat you go to the Ladakh in the northern side, then right side which is Mizoram. This total boundary distance is 15,200 kilometer. Okay, now that is the northern part. Then come to the southern part. If you look at the southern part, okay, from Gujarat till Tamil Nadu, right, in the south, then you move to the Tripura, West Bengal. You will see West Bengal, you will see that this part is basically cover is a, their boundary line is water body. Once again, from Gujarat, which is in the left side of you, then south Tamil Nadu, then West Bengal, this is a boundary which is water body, right? So this is coastal area. Total length, the distance of the total area is 75,166. This 75,166, this boundary area is including Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. Okay, Andaman and Nicobar Island, which is in the right side in the Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep, which is in the left side of India map, which is surrounded by the Arabian Sea, right? So including these two islands, that coastal area, coastline, the total distance of our southern part is 75,166. Now this is including two islands. If we exclude these two islands, only the mainland, okay, then only the mainland distance is 6,000 kilometer. So this is what the northwest to northeast 15,200 kilometer, south the coastal line is 75,166 kilometer, and the mainland, which is excluding the both the island, that is Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. Okay, this is what we saw about the distance. We haven't seen the location, we haven't seen the area, then the distance. Now the next one we are going to see about the some more about the India. Okay, I divided into two parts. The first part is about north. Okay, now if you look at the north, look at the map here. The northern part is we have covered with the Himalaya, which is we call them a Yongfold mountain, which is that Himalaya which in the north it touches the state of Ladakh, it touches the state of Himachal, Uttarakhand, then Sikkim, then Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so these are the state which is uh, the part of Himalayan mountain. Okay, so according to geologists, this our Himalaya mountain is Yongfold mountain, means according to geologists this is newborn. Okay, newborn, that's what it's called, the Yongfold mountain in the northwest and the northeast. Now second part we are going to see about the southern part is I put this as a peninsula. What is peninsula? Peninsula is a piece of land which is surrounded by water in three sides. Now according to the see, if you see in the India map, look at here, that from Gujarat till Tamil Nadu, then West Bengal. If you see that is in a V shape, this is our southern part of India, which is peninsula. Okay, now look at in the India map, the right side is Bay of Bengal, then below Tamil Nadu, that's that water body is Indian Ocean, then in the west it is Arabian Sea. So south it is the Indian Ocean, southeast that is Bay of Bengal, the southwest that is Arabian Sea. So this is what I wrote, that south, that basically the peninsula, the southwest it is covered with the Arabian Sea, southeast which is covered with the Bay of Bengal, and south which is surrounded by the Indian Ocean. So basically three water bodies which is surround our southern part of India. So let's see the next one. Here comes the third one. So till now we have been seen the northern side, which is a Yongfold mountain, then in the southern side which is peninsula. Now the third we are going to see is about the IST, means Indian Standard Time. Now last class we have been seen the total area. Now today we have been more details, we haven't seen the distance, north say east, west say east say west, north say south, then uske total boundary, right, northern side say, southern side say. Now India itself is such a big country. Okay, now in such a big country we need a one uniformity, we need a one uniform time. You see, otherwise the sun rises in the east first, the sun rises first in the east, the the first sun rays fall in the northeast, that is in Arunachal Pradesh. Now if we see, after 2 hours the sun rises in the west. Okay, now in that case what happened, the 2 hours of gap is there, right? So bring it uniformity in a whole country, we select 82 degree half, 82 degree half longitude as our standard meridian, Indian standard meridian. Please children mark it, 82 82 degree half longitude is as a mark as a Indian standard time. Okay, because of this Indian standard time that we have a uniformity in a time. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप इंडिया में कहीं पे अगर 4 बज रहा है तो कहीं पे 6 बज रहा है, कहीं पे अगर 1 बज रहा है तो कहीं पे 3 बज रहा है, नहीं, आप देखोगे कि पूरे इंडिया में एक ही टाइम हमारा चलते हैं, एंड दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम. Okay, now let's move to the next one. The fifth one is about the India and the world. India and the world, this topic I divided into two parts, the sea route and land route. Now before I go details into that, you look at this world map. India, which is lies under the eastern hemisphere. Okay, now in eastern hemisphere you look at the India that you can locate it, right? Now this India, which is surrounded with the water body in three sides, north, southeast, southwest and south, which is surrounded with the water body. Okay, now because of this, and if you see other side, we have a Asia in the left side, and right side, sorry, and right side we have a Western world. Now because of this our geographically location, India is a centrally located. It's in between the Eastern Asia as well as in the Western world. Okay, it located in a central location. Second, because of the Indian Ocean, we have a very long coastline. इंडियन ओशन की वजह से हमारा इतना लंबा कोस्ट लाइन है, जिसके चलते so many sea traveler could come to India in the medieval period. आप हिस्ट्री में भी पढ़ चुके हैं कि ब्रिटिश भी अगर आए थे इंडिया में तो वो सी रूट के थ्रू आए थे, राइट. सो दिस इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ द इंडियाज लोकेशन. इंडिया के वही लोकेशन का एडवांटेज की वजह से हम हिस्ट्री में भी देखते हैं कि मीडिएवल पीरियड में जो भी ट्रैवलर आया, वेदर यू टॉक अबाउट द पोर्टुगीज, यू टॉक अबाउट द Britisher, they came through sea route. Okay, so the third point I wrote is a long coastline. Okay, now let's move to the land route. Okay. अभी तक हमने देखा कि इंडिया के वही लोकेशन की वजह से हमारा एडवांटेज रहा सी ट्रैवलर के लिए. नाउ ऐसा नहीं कि लोग हमारे इंडिया में ट्रैवलर जो है sea route के through ही आए. If you look at the ancient Indian history, many of the Chinese travelers, they came from the north side, not from the north side, not from the south, right, not from the south. So this is one that when we compare with that land route is older than the sea route. हम ancient हिस्ट्री में देखते हैं चाइनीज़ ट्रैवलर इंडिया में आए थे. बुद्धिज़्म जब नया नया शुरुआत हुआ तो बुद्धिज़्म का टेक्स्ट स्टडी करने के लिए दे केम फ्रॉम द लैंड रूट, फ्रॉम द पैसेजेस. ओके. सेकेंड, एंशिएंट ट्रैवलर केम फ्रॉम द पैसेजेस. ऐसा सेड कि वो लोग जितना भी आए ज़्यादातर लैंड से पैसेज के थ्रू आए. द थर्ड वन इज़ because of this location, India's location, that India had exchanged many ideas and commodities with the other world. Okay, example, अभी जो आप मैथमेटिक्स में डेसिमल और फ्रिक्शन नंबर पढ़ते हैं, it is started from India. History says it is started from India, and this idea have been carried out from India to the western world in the Middle Asia. Okay, Middle Asia. Zero का value, whether you talk about the value of zero, the decimal number, fraction number, it all started in India, and this idea have been carried from India to the West Asia. Then from it went to the Europe, and then it went to the Western world. Okay, so idea, and then again talk about the रामायण, उपनिषद, ये जितना भी हमारा इंडिया के आइडियाज़ जो है हमारा वेस्ट साइड में गया, वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में गया. नाउ टॉक अबाउट द कमोडिटीज. सामान जैसे अब ब्रिटिश भी अगर हिस्ट्री में आपने पढ़ा, इंडिया में ब्रिटिश आए थे, क्या के लिए आए थे? ट्रेडिंग के लिए आए थे, राइट. सो दीज आर लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल spices, then cotton textile. These are the commodity which was carried out from India to the western world. Okay, now when we talk about exchange, it's not only that people have been taken idea or commodities from India to the western world. Even many of the western idea have been adopted in India. Okay, for example, especially in the field of architecture, you see this Taj Mahal, one of the world heritage, right? So you could see the roof of this tomb is not flat. Okay, the Indian architecture style is quite different from this. Now these are some of the idea which is borrowed from the Greek architecture. The ये हम जो देख रहे हैं ताजमहल का ये डूम, roof is not a flat, it is a semicircle, it is a round shape, right? This is basically the Greek style. You talk about the Qutub Minar. These are some of the architecture style the Indian people had been borrowed, Indian people have been adopt and exchanged from the other countries. So this is all possible. This all could possible because of the location of India. Okay, now the next one is neighboring countries. Now this is our India. You look at the map, there are so many countries which is our neighbor. Okay, there are total 9 countries are there which are neighboring country, हमारा पड़ोसी देश total 9 है. Let's start it from the लेफ्ट साइड. हम लेफ्ट साइड से शुरू करते हैं. गुजरात के सामने यू सी इन ग्रीन कलर, दिस इज पाकिस्तान. देन अफगानिस्तान इन द नॉर्थ. देन मूव टू द लेफ्ट साइड, चाइना, नेपाल, भूटान, Myanmar, Bangladesh, which is in a green color, then Sri Lanka, Maldives. Now, among these 9 neighboring countries, Sri Lanka and Maldives are the 2 island country. ओके, आइलैंड जिसको आप हिंदी में टापू बोलते हैं, राइट. सो ये 9 कंट्रीज में से श्रीलंका और मालदीव्स जो कि अरेबियन सी और इंडियन ओशन के बीच में पड़ते हैं, ठीक है. सो मालदीव्स और श्रीलंका जो है हमारा टापू पड़ोसी देश है, ठीक है. वन सेकेंड, लेट्स सी. पाकिस्तान, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट साइड, it touches the borderline of Gujarat and Rajasthan, right. So Pakistan, Afghanistan, move to the left side, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, which touches the borderline of Manipur and Mizoram. Then Bangladesh, which touches the border of West Bengal. Then Sri Lanka, which is very near to the Tamil Nadu. Then Maldives, which is in the Arabian Sea. Okay, so these are the 9 neighboring countries. Okay, now here comes, children, for you the homework. The second homework. First homework I gave it to last week. This is second one. Which island countries are our southern neighborings? Second, draw a Indian political map and locate and learn all the states and union territories with capital city. So please make it a proper draw India map, and I want you to be learn all this capital city, especially right now we have the union territories are increased, so with their capital city and all the states capital city. So when the school is open, maybe hopefully next month, I will hear from each one of you. Okay, so this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, you could able to follow it. Next week we are going to start with the new chapter, so please student, you do it. Again, I am saying, if you are not able to understand, please send me a message. Thank you.